Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is the video on daily topic-wise news analysis where I'll be covering the news from two important newspapers, that is the Hindu and Indian Express. And before I begin, there is an announcement from the UPSC that UPSC has declared a Civil Services Prelims examination. The exam was held on 4th of October and the result was declared on 23rd. So this is the first time in the history of UPSC that they have declared the result within 19 days, right? So those of you who have achieved success in the prelims examination, many congratulations to you. And those who have unfortunately unable to clear the prelims examination, we will discuss a strategy on that. And meanwhile, you can gradually cope up the strategy, right? Now coming to the topic first. Today is 24th of October and these are the list of the topic for the day. So the first is South Asia Flash Flood Guidance System launched. Now the second is Pakistan to stay on the FATF grey list. Third is the 30 vaccine program underway in India. The fourth topic is G20 under Saudi Arabia presidency. And the last topic is Center to borrow from the GST compensations. So these are some of the important articles that has been reported in both of the newspaper. So we'll see each news one by one and we'll try to cover in a holistic manner. And those of you who you're looking forward for the prelims practice, so this is a session we are organizing, UPSC prelims open quiz contest. So every weekend this is being organized, and if you're a winner, if you participate, so you'll get some cash discount of ₹1,000 and a free checking of 20 mains answer copies. So do participate. Check the description section of this video. Description में मैंने इस initiative का link दिया हुआ है, आप ज़्यादा जानकारी वहाँ से ले सकते हैं. So the first topic is South Asia Flash Flood Guidance System. So this is launched by IMD and Indian Meteorological Department working with the South Asian Flood Control Guidance System. So what is this? This is again important for your general studies paper 2 and paper 1 per se, and equally important for the prelims examination. Now moving ahead, that the South Asia Flash Flood Guidance System, this is also known as FFGS. This has been officially launched, and the main aim of this initiative is to usher the prospect of improved early warning in the major natural hazards such as across the world, basically in the South Asian region. तो एक तरह से अलार्मिंग सिस्टम बनाई गई है साउथ एशियन रीजन के लिए, अगर कोई फ्लड हो तो उसकी गाइडेंस पहले प्रायर मिल सके वहाँ के लोगों को. And this is the first of this kind that the South Asian countries system would provide an alert within 6 to 24 hours in advance. At least 1 day or 2 days before, the people would be getting the information about the flood. And the World Meteorological Department, that is WMO, they would be entrusted India with the responsibility of regional center for the South Asia flood control system. तो जो WMO जो पूरी रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है पूरे ग्लोब में, पूरे वर्ल्ड में, वो इंडिया की जो इंडियन मेट्रोलॉजिकल डिपार्टमेंट है उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देगी कि वो इस सिस्टम को कोऑर्डिनेट करे, इसको डेवलप करे और इसको मेंटेन्स करे, राइट. नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ दिस सिस्टम, क्या क्या एडवांटेज होंगे FFGS सिस्टम के. तो सबसे पहली बात है कि इट एम्स टू हेल्पिंग द डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट टीम and the government making timely evacuation process at the ahead of the flooding, right. तो एक जब अलार्म सिस्टम आपको पहले मिल जाएगा, you can have a prior information and accordingly you can prepare and evacuate the people from one place to another. And this system would also enable the member countries खास करके मैं आपको member countries के बारे में बता दूं. First is India, that itself, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal and Bhutan. So these countries would be getting benefit out of it, and the issues impacting the forecast of flood would be very sudden and short duration. Now the third advantage is that India is the delegation of nations. This include Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Nepal, which I've told you. So this would be sharing the hydrological and meteorological data for preparing before the flood actually happen. So the forecast would be given prior 24 hours so that the state administration or the district administration can prepare for the floods. Now India's National Disaster Management Authority, this is also known as NDMA. So this is the only body in India, if any calamities or things happen, this is the body which take after it, right. So NDMA के साथ NDMA और जो सेंट्रल वाटर कमीशन है उन्होंने भी पार्टनरशिप किया है इसको लेकर के, so that there could be a better coordination. So this point from the prelims exam perspective is important. नाउ एनुअल डेथ बाय फ्लड, फ्लैश फ्लड की अगर बात करें इंडिया में क्या डेटा है डेथ रेट की, सो डेटा फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड मेट्रोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सजेस्ट दैट अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड 5,000 पीपल डाई एनुअली ड्यू टू द फ्लैश फ्लड, राइट। फ्लैश फ्लड की वजह से 5,000 लोगों की जान जाती है हर साल। And despite the high mortality, there is no robust forecasting and warning system for the flash flood. अभी तक एशिया में ऐसी किस तरह की फ्लैश फ्लड की फैसिलिटीज नहीं थी। Now the flash flood are the sudden surge in the water level during or following intense spin of rain occurring in the short duration over the localized area. So अगर बात करें flash flood की, तो this is immediate. No, what happened, like if a water is raining for like 6 to 10 hours, immediately the situation becomes so worse that it leads to the flash flood and the building and other areas start flooding. So this is the detail about the flash flood. Now coming to the second topic, that is Pakistan to stay on the FATF grey list. So this is very important for your general studies paper 2, and FATF as in concept and grey list as in topic is very important for the prelims examination. So the Financial Action Task Force, this is situated in Paris. So they have decided to keep Pakistan on the grey list. Grey list की category में रखा गया, मैं आपको आगे बताऊंगा what is grey list, right? So for the next review they have been put into the grey list. और ये 3 डे की पूरी प्लानरी सेशन थी FATF की, जिन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि जो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के इश्यूज है, जो टेरर फाइनेंसिंग है, उस वजह से पाकिस्तान हैज़ नॉट डन सम बेसिकली एफर्ट्स, दे हैव नॉट टेकन एफर्ट्स टू कर्ब दिस थिंग्स, राइट। जो टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज़ है, जो मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग है टेररिस्ट को लेकर के, उसमें पाकिस्तान ने किसी तरह से कोई कंट्रोल नहीं किया है, अपने अथॉरिटीज़ की गवर्नमेंट ने किसी भी तरह से कंट्रोल नहीं किया, जिस वजह से द ग्रे लिस्ट वुड कंटिन्यू ऑन दैट। नाउ दिस मीन दैट the country would continue to be under the scanner till the next FATF meeting, जो अगली मीटिंग होगी that is expected around February 2021। तब तक ये sanctions, 2 important sanctions है मनी के लेकर के, और जो भी फाइनेंसिंग दूसरे कंट्रीज देती है वो सारी अभी for time being would be stopped for Pakistan. Now, why the grey list is extended? What was the reason that this has been extended? The first and the foremost, that Pakistan remain in the grey list till February 2021, right? और उसने कुछ जो important obligations हैं उनको पूरे नहीं किए हैं, that is global money laundering, terrorist financing. So these are some of the important things. उसके अलावे अगर बात करें कुछ important actions थे, जैसे वहाँ के जो terrorist हैं मौलाना मसूर अजद और हाफिज सईद, इन 2 लोगों के खिलाफ भी पाकिस्तान ने कुछ कंक्रीट एक्शन नहीं लिया, डिस्पाइट द फैक्ट दे हैव बीन गिवन कंप्लीट वार्निंग अबाउट दीज 2 टेररिस्ट, एंड इंडिया हैज ऑलवेज बीन अक्यूज्ड मशहूर अदर एंड हाफिज सईद फॉर मेनी टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज इन इंडिया, स्पेशली द मुंबई अटैक। नाउ the Pakistan has failed to fulfill the 27 mandates, उनको कुछ 27 mandates दिए गए थे FATF की तरफ से, जो उन्होंने पूरे नहीं किए हैं, जिस वजह से they are continuing in the grey list of the FATF. Now beside the sources, FATF ने ये भी नोट किया कि there was sudden disappearance of the names of more than 4,000 terrorists from the original list of 7,600, right? जो actual list थी एंटी टेररिज्म एक्ट की शेड्यूल 4 में, उसमें से 4,000 टेररिस्ट के नाम हटा दिए गए हैं। So these are something which give a notion, which give a picture that Pakistan is not dedicated towards curbing the terrorism in its country. Now talking more about the FATF, basically जो मैंने आपको बताई उसके key points हैं infographic form में. If you're reading Hindu, you can find this point, that the same point that we have discussed, जो टेरर ग्रुप की जो लिंकेजेस थी उसको उन्होंने पूरे अच्छे से तरह से पूरा नहीं किया। हाफिज सईद, ज़कीर उर रहमान लकवी और मसूर अजद, ये 3 लोगों को दे हैव नॉट टेकन द कंक्रीट एक्शन विद रिगार्ड्स टू दैट, एंड द नॉन कॉम्प्लायंस इन क्रेकिंग डाउन द टेररिस्ट फाइनेंसिंग, right? So these are some of the key points which has reasoned Pakistan to be on the grey list. Now FATF की अगर बात करें, because anything which is there in the news become important for your prelims examination, तो FATF के बारे में आपके लिए जानना काफ़ी ज़रूरी है। तो फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स जो है एक इंटर गवर्नमेंटल बॉडी है जिसको सेटअप की गई थी 1989 में ड्यूरिंग द G7 समिट इन द पेरिस, और जो पूरी ऑब्जेक्टिव है FATF की is to set the standard and promote effective implementation of illegal regulatory operational measures to combat the money laundering। अगर कोई मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग की एक्टिविटीज़ हो रही है, खास करके टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज़ को बढ़ाने के लिए, वहाँ पे जो टेररिस्ट फाइनेंसिंग है उसको रोकने के लिए, और जो इंटीग्रिटी है इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल सिस्टम को, उसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए, ये फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स की कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट काम है। Now, its secretariat is located in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, that is headquartered in Paris. और मेंबर कंट्रीज़ की अगर बात करें तो 37 मेंबर कंट्रीज़ इनके अंदर जुरिस्डिक्शन है FATF की. और अगर आपसे एग्जाम में पूछा जाए कि इधर इंडिया इज़ अ मेंबर और नॉट, तो इंडिया इज़ वन ऑफ द मेंबर ऑफ द FATF. So this is an important point. Now coming to the other topic, that is 30 vaccine program under the way in India. So this is the good news which is coming with regards to the COVID-19 vaccine, and this is precisely important for your general studies paper 3 per se, and some points here and there may be relevant for the prelims examination as well. So recently the virtual seminar was organized to discuss the latest research with regards to the COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2. So currently there are some almost 32 vaccine program against the COVID-19 across the world, and basically with this 30 is more or less concentrated towards India's trial. Now the country has 4 important vaccine candidate which include the clinical trial, और उसमें अगर मैं एक वैक्सीन की बात करूँ, कोवैक्सीन, which is being developed by the भारत बायोटेक, वो अभी फेज 3 के जाने के स्टेज में. वी ऑलरेडी हैड डिस्कशन यस्टरडे, कल के भी न्यूज़ में भी डिस्कस दिस. सो दिस इज कमिंग टू द फेज 3 ट्रायल, एंड वंस द फेज 3 ट्रायल इज कंप्लीटेड, द वैक्सीन वुड बी डेवलप्ड immediately in India, and these phase 3 trial take almost 2 to 3 months. So possibly we can expect the vaccine by February or March end. So the virtual seminar aims to discuss the impact of pandemic, जो ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन में या जो स्टेट के डेवलपमेंट डायग्नोस्टिक्स हैं उसमें, थेरोपैटिक्स में, वैक्सीन्स में, हाउ द थिंग्स वुड बी डेवलप्ड, how the people of the India or the country would be administered with the vaccines. So the complete program and planning was discussed. Now some of the status of the global worldwide vaccine which is still in the phases. So across the world we have 154 vaccine which is being under the preclinical conditions. Okay, in the preclinical phase, 44 are in the clinical trials and 10 of them are already in the phase 3. So this include the AstraZeneca from the England, ऑक्सफोर्ड की जो साथ कोलैबोरेशन है, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स की है, रशिया की है, स्पुतनिक 5 है, फिर उसके बाद रेमडेसिविर नाम की मेडिसिन है जो वैक्सीन है जो कि यूएस उसको बना रही है. सो देयर आर 10 नंबर ऑफ द वैक्सीन विच आर अलाइंड इन द फेज 3 ट्रायल, राइट. दिस इंक्लूड कोवैक्सीन इन इंडिया एज वेल. तो आपको ऐसे ध्यान रखनी है सारी चीज़ें. Now the world needs to have a new drugs to deal with the virus, dealing with the early phases of infection that deals with the immune system at the later stage of the infections, right? So this is very important because once the phase 3 trial is completed, the vaccine is in the phase, it will get the CITCO approval in India and the vaccine can be manufactured in the mass number. Now coming to the G20 under the Saudi Arabia presidency. So this is again very important in terms of your general studies paper to international organizations and international relation, and G20 as a country would be somewhere relevant for the prelims examination as well. So relationship की अगर बात करें between the Saudi Arabia and the Republic of India, they have rooted history, mutual and bilateral cooperations. So they दोनों country ने अपने trade, cultural links share किए हैं. This continued for a long duration. And these historic bond has further reinforced by when the Crown Mohammed bin Saleh, he was the first state visit to the Delhi, basically in India in 2019. So this paved the way for the unparalleled decision, hurdling a new dawn of relationship between the both countries. और इनके बेसिकली इस विजिट के बाद दोनों कंट्रीज में जो इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ है, जो इकोनॉमिक ट्रेड है, वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा बढ़ी है. एंड विद सऊदी अरेबिया हैंडलिंग दिस G20 presidency, द एंगल ऑफ अनदर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, स्ट्रैटेजिक कॉपरेशन एंड रीप बेनिफिट्स इज अगेन इन द ग्लोबल कम्युनिटी. सो इस बार की जो प्रेसिडेंटशिप है वो सऊदी अरेबिया के पास है, और ये कहा गया है कि दे पीपल आर हैंडलिंग दिस प्रेसिडेंटशिप very good and very effortly. Now impact of the COVID-19 की अगर बात करें तो across the world COVID-19 pandemic has brought an innumerable changes in the families and communities. So it has plunged the global economy. अगर बात करें सारे सेक्टर्स में इंडिया में नेगेटिव ग्रोथ देखी गई थी, एक्सपेक्ट द एग्रीकल्चर, एंड द वर्स्ट रिसेशन इन द डिकेज हैज बीन एक्सक्लरेटेड इन द एग्जिस्टिंग ग्रुप. बात करें कुछ मेजर इकोनॉमीज की तो वहाँ पे G20 जो मेंबर कंट्रीज हैं, they have the responsibility to lead the collective action for coordinating and the global response on the ongoing crisis. Now, what are the other impact of the transformation vision 2020? तो जो सऊदी अरेबिया की किंगडम है उन्होंने कहा है कि हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है वेयर वी कैन रेप्लिकेट द फास्ट लुकिंग अप्रोच इन द ग्लोबल स्केल. And not only in the Saudi Arabia, they have ranked a top basically जो हमारे reformed improve हो सकते हैं 190 countries में, या वर्ल्ड बैंक वुमेन वर्ल्ड बैंक्स वुमेन बिजनेस एंड लॉ 2020 रिपोर्ट के मुताबिक. सो इट इज़ मोस्ट इम्प्रूव्ड कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड डूइंग द बिजनेस, हैविंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड रिकॉर्ड इन द number of the reforms. So Saudi Arabia as a country, per capita income is very high. They have a good respect for women. They have very strict law when it's come to women's safety. तो इस चीज़ों को देखते हुए Saudi Arabia has been ranked on the top. And Saudi Arabia presidency is seeking the deepen global cooperation with themes of realizing opportunities of 21st century of for all. So this is the title. This again can be relevant for your examination, or if you write in the mains examination, you can quote this, that Saudi Arabia is looking for realizing opportunities of all the 21st centuries for all. Now pillar 4 economy progress की अगर बात करें तो the presidency is working toward G20 member in 3 essential pillar. So this include empowering the people with focus of youth and women. सेकेंड वुड बी टैकलिंग इन इनइक्वालिटीज दोनों में चीज में हो सकती है, या तो वेज में या तो जेंडर को लेकर के मेल और फीमेल के बीच में. नाउ सेफ गार्डिंग द प्लैनेट बाय फोस्टरिंग कलेक्टिव एफर्ट्स टू प्रोटेक्ट आर नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज. सो व्हाट द सऊदी अरेबिया इज डूइंग, द प्रेसिडेंसी इज डूइंग दैट जो नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज है उसको सस्टेनेबल तरीके से यूज़ किया जाए. देयर शुड बी लेस व्हाट एयर पॉल्यूशंस एंड द थिंग्स, द नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज शुड बी यूज जुडिशियसली, right? And putting sustainable at the heart of the agenda. So this is something which again would be very important. Sustainability as a concept is very important for the future. And shaping the new frontiers by adopting a long-term and bold strategy would be again benefiting the innovations, technology advancement, and building and resilient future for the world. So these are some of the economic pillars progress that Saudi Arabia under their presidency is trying to pursue. Now, women empowerment is also talked about. So, Saudi Arabia G20 presidency believe that everyone, especially the women, should be required to access to take tools and advantage of the opportunities ahead. And the private sector alliance for the empowerment and progress for the women economic representation, this is a forum constituted by G20, is developing an action plan to identify key focus, which includes conduct the global research to advocate the advancement of women and leadership position in the private sector. तो कहाँ किस sectors पे women's की participation बढ़ी है, उनको they have given the leadership role. So these are some of the important things that Saudi Arabia is looking under their G20 presidency, right? So this is about the women empowerment. Now way forward की अगर बात करें तो there is a crying out ambitious reform to modernize the country. And the leading economics like Saudi Arabia and India can have a mark on the global community through synergy. They can contribute their prosperity future for all. And India's preparedness hold basically जो 2020 में प्रेसिडेंटशिप होने वाली है वो हो सकते हैं इंडिया के हाथ में हो. तो यहाँ पे ज़रूरी है जो इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी को रियलाइज़ किया जाए और 21st सेंचुरी फॉर ऑल का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, जो थीम है, वो इंडिया भी उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाए. सो दिस इज द वे फॉरवर्ड. Now coming to the last topic, that is center to borrow from the GST compensation. Center would be borrowing the GST compensation for the state because this is long pending and state have been demanding their cess and the sharing which was there. So this is important for your general studies paper 3, and here and there some concept can be important for the prelims examination also. So the center has recently announced that it will borrow and transfer 6,000 crore to 16 states as well as Union Territory of Delhi and Jammu and Kashmir. So the decision was taken in a plan and aimed to meet the GST compensation shortfall by the states, right? So this was a long pending due for the states, and this is the good news. Amid the COVID-19 recovery, the state would be getting some recession and the amount that would be equally important for the welfare of the state. Now center की जो decision है, as of now 21 states have been selected for the center options to borrow 1.1 lakh crore rupees, out of which 2.3 lakh crore rupees were the GST compensation, and the shortfall was estimated for 2021. ना इस रेट पे अगर बात करें तो अभी गवर्नमेंट ने जो पैसे दिए हैं उस रेट के हिसाब से उनको 13 वीक्स लगेंगे, दिस वुड बी अराउंड और 3 मंथ्स टू कंप्लीट द बोरोइंग। जो अभी 6000 की ट्रांचेस में ली गई हैं उसके बाद ऐसे करते करते 6 ऑलमोस्ट इट विल टेक 13 वीक्स टू कंप्लीट द एंटायर मनी। एंड द बोरोइंग इज अ इंटरेस्ट रेट ऑफ 5.19%। इस इंटरेस्ट रेट पे गवर्नमेंट ने बोरो किया है और जो पूरा इंटेंशन है टू मेक वीकली रियलाइज ऑफ 6000 करोड़ टू द स्टेट्स। और जो टेनोर है बोरोइंग की दैट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी द रेंज ऑफ 3 to 5 ईयर। सो 3 से 5 साल तक की बोरोइंग की टाइम दी गई है, उस टाइम पे सारे लोन की अमाउंट की रीपेमेंट करनी होगी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को। ना फंड रिसीविंग स्टेट, जिन स्टेट्स को फंड मिली है सो दे इंक्लूड आंध्र प्रदेश, आसाम, बिहार, गोवा, गुजरात, हिमाचल प्रदेश, हरियाणा, कर्नाटका, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, मेघालय, उड़ीसा, तमिलनाडु, त्रिपुरा और उत्तर प्रदेश and Uttarakhand. So these are the state that would be getting the compensation in the first tranches. And some state has also shown rejection. So these are the 7 states which include Kerala, West Bengal and Punjab. So they are not accepting the center decision to take the shortfalls in the tranches. And the finance ministry has already granted the permission to about 78,500 crore rupees to meet the shortfall for the 21 states, right? So this is the rejected, the state of 7 states have basically rejected the government stand. Now no short for the 5 states, no shortfall for the 5 states. The 5 states they are not under this basically under the shortfall. तो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ जो फाइनेंसेस उन्होंने डिसाइड किया है कि 21 स्टेट डिड नॉट एक्चुअली फेस शॉर्टफॉल इन द कंपनसेशन रिसीट ऑफ दिस पॉइंट एंड द अप्रूव्ड बोरोइंग लिमिट जीएसटी कंपनसेशन फॉर द शॉर्टफॉल ऑफ द 5 स्टेट्स आर अरुणाचल प्रदेश, सिक्किम, मणिपुर, मिजोरम एंड नागालैंड, and they are just about 739 crore rupee. So the shortfall in these states are very less compared to the other states. And we at Apti Plus wish you the happy Durga Puja on the auspicious occasion of Navaratri. So we, the viewers of YouTube and the Apti Plus Academy viewers, so we wish us happy Durga Puja to all our viewers. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. And if you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. If you have any other concern, do let us know. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I am signing off. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.